वो सही से होता नहीं।
तो अब YouTube
ठीक है ठीक
पे
है।
जाके देख एम्बेड वाला ऑप्शन।
मैं देखता हूँ।
भाई योगन एक और चीज बोल रहा था
दिव्यांश इंग्लिश
Yogun, another thing I wanted to convey is that what I was going to convey, भूल ही गया। Just a sec. Something in English, something which was cool.
Digvijay, what is the progress? Yogan, mute yourself.
Yeah, I was going to convey that someone please check and please go through the marketing page of Briefcased and keep adding that we are live, kindly join now and all that, and address to the issues of those who say that we're not able to enter the meeting room.
Everyone is on that.
Not everyone has the access to the account, unlike you, Manish.
Which one? Instagram?
Yes, bro.
4:30 लिखा है मनीष।
कनिका यार तू उस पे अटकी हुई है अभी तक।
Manish, please English.
I need to call her, that's why.
Go to the Instagram page, Kanika, and address the issues.
Yogun, how many people are there in the meeting room? I guess
96.
we should start. 96.
96.
Yes.
Abhimanyu sir. Let Abhimanyu sir in.
Okay.
Sir, what's your username?
Why are we live right now? Can we not wait for 2 minutes more?
Digvijay.
Abhimanyu Singh. Yogun Abhimanyu Singh.
Digvijay, what is the progress यार?
नहीं हो रहा एम्बेड यार, सेव नहीं हो रहा।
अरे ऐसे कैसे यार? कल तू कह रहा तूने चेक किया?
तो अब नहीं हो रहा है, अब इस टाइम पे तो क्या कर सकते हैं?
Keep trying.
कितने लोग हैं?
Yogun, is sir in?
नहीं, no.
साला सबको इंग्लिश बोलने में इतनी मौत
यार मनीष प्लीज
ऐसे इंग्लिश नहीं कर रही, तुम लोगों की मुंह से पहली बार बोल रहे हो।
No half plus English.
Keep quiet, Akansha. Mute yourself.
Keep quiet. हाँ, quiet हो जाओ सारे। Quiet हो जाओ।
Quiet बोला है मैंने।
Wait a minute, I'm adding Abhimanyu sir right now.
Okay.
Please do.
After sir is in, we should wait for a few minutes or we shall start right away.
We'll wait for 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 or 5 minutes.
Sir is here now. Sir just texted me that he's here.
Yeah, we can see him here.
दिव्यांश का नाम यशिका दिखा रहा है।
Yashika, it's again. Yogun, please change my name.
Yes, I'll do that.
Divyansh, I am changing my name. Done. Is it Madhav? Please recheck.
Yeah,
No?
it's all right. It's all right.
Manu sir, are you there?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So we'll be waiting for another 2 minutes and then we'll be admitting the participants.
Okay, no problem.
Yogun, I guess you should open the waiting room for the ones who have entered.
Sure.
Once we touch 150, we'll start.
We are start at 5. 4-5.
Start at
4-5.
Right. Just 1 minute. We shall start now. What is the count? It's 1:49. Sir, if your permission, can we start?
Yeah.
Greetings to everyone present here. Briefcase is a digital study platform providing case briefs with judgments, legal news, and legal study material. It specializes in reliable case briefs, which are kept precise with the essence of the judgments to provide our users with the best information with efficiency. And accordingly, learning made efficient is our motto. After organizing successful webinars and panel discussions in the past, we at Briefcased are back with a series of webinars which include a wide range of topics to impart legal knowledge on fundamentals of law. Our topic for the second session is white-collar crimes. In today's session, we are going to discuss what are white-collar crimes and the need for understanding them in the present context. As for the second speaker of a webinar series, we are delighted to have with us Mr. Learned Abhimanyu Singh, who's the founder of Manu Legal and a research scholar at the University of Rajasthan. He is the alumnus of the prestigious National Law University of Patiala. It's a pleasure to have you with us, sir. And coming on to our first question, what are white-collar crimes and what is the need for discussing these white-collar crimes? Also, we have known about other crimes like orange-collar crimes and blue-collar crimes. So how are they different from the white-collar crimes?
Okay. So the topic of today's talk is white-collar crime. So let me introduce the topic with a brief introduction about the concepts which are included in the term white-collar crime. So we try to say it like white-collar crime because it is involved or it is being committed by the person who are involved in white-collar jobs. Now, it will be a question in the minds of each and everyone that what is white-collar jobs? So let me tell you that white-collar jobs are the jobs which are being done by you can say that all the jobs which are basically from 9 to 5, or all the government jobs, or the professionals working in the IT companies. We say them that yes, he is working as a white-collar job or he is working in a white-collar profession. Now, the basic concept of white-collar crimes emerges from the crimes committed by those convicted person or by those person who are working as an employee of a particular organization, and now they are committing a crime. It is not a it is not a crime which involved violence or any other type of nature. It does not involve actus reus, that the basic element of the crime that he has to make some injury, personal injury, physical injury to any other person. Basically, what I'm trying to explain is that in general sense, white-collar crime is the crime or are the crimes committed by the persons who are involved or who are employed in a white-collar jobs. But as we all are law students or law advocates or law faculties, we should be known or we should knowing the actual legal definition of the term white-collar crime. The term white-collar crime is described under legal provisions as any illegal act or any legal act by illegal means which involved gaining or having a profit of money or property. So, for example, if a person is gaining money or property by illegal means through his or her job, now he is doing a white-collar crime. Now, if we talk about the definition part, Sir Sutherland has given a perfect definition of the term white-collar crimes, under which he says that a crime committed by a person of responsibility, having a high social status, and in the course of his occupation or his employment. Now, I have used three terms here: a person having a high responsibility. Okay. Second is having a high social status, and the third point is during the course of his occupation or his employment. Now, this definition gives us the basic elements of the term white-collar crime. The elements, there are basically 5 elements which are involved in the definition of white-collar crimes, which we need to know here. How is that? The first element is a crime, like the person has to commit some crime. The second element is responsibility. The person should be at the position of any responsibility. He should be able to, he has some responsibility to work for his employer or to his employees. Second thing. The third point is about the social status, that he has some kind of social status, that yes, he is of a high social response, or he is having a high, respectable job or a reputational job. The fourth and the most important thing is that he should be employed in any profession or occupation, because white collar crimes is only committed through a person who is having an occupation or he is having any employment. The last point is that there should be a violation of trust, because white collar crimes can only be committed by a person when that particular person violates the trust of either of its employees or of his employers or the persons who believed or who trusted him. Because I want to take some examples of white collar crime. Like the most important example of white collar crime is chit funds. All the individuals or all the persons who wanted to invest in some schemes, they invested in the chit fund scheme. Now they trusted that particular company or organization that yes, if we invest our money in this particular organization or company, then definitely our money is going to get doubled, or we will definitely get some profit of our investment. Now that particular organization or that particular company, it breaches their trust. So there is always a breach of trust in this white collar crime concept. Another examples of the concept of white collar crimes is that you can say that tax evasions are also white collar crimes. The money laundering is also white collar crime. The corruption activities by either by government officer or non-government officer or the private companies, they are also included in the concept of white collar crimes. The cyber crimes are also included in by white collar crimes, and there are many other crimes which are included in the concept of white collar crimes. The aura of white collar crimes is very big. We have to basically generalize this concept as any crime which involved money or property without any violence. It is called as a white collar crime. Okay, so I guess the definition of white collar crimes has been clear to all the participants. Thank you.
So,
yes,
I guess it's pretty much clear, and we should proceed to the next question: that what is the need and what are orange collar crimes and blue collar crimes?
okay. So listen, there is a need to implement the laws on white collar crimes because these crimes are hidden from the society. Many people are unaware about these crimes. Many people who suffered from these crimes are, they fear that yes, we don't want to complain because we have been hum thage gaye hain, because we have been ditched by the person we have trusted. So they fear of complaining it to person. So there is very much need that these laws or these crimes should come into the knowledge of each and every individual or each and every citizen of India. Now, coming to the next concept, we have talked about the white collar crimes, but in general sense, there are many crimes which are defined according to their colors. Like, for example, white collar crimes is defined as a crimes which involve money in it or property in it. There is a kind of particular kind of pink collar crimes. Now, pink collar crimes means crimes mostly committed by women in a mid-level job. In the particular thing, what they do is that they steal from their employees. That is called a pink collar crime because it mostly involved women in it. Another type of crime is blue collar crime. Now, in this blue collar crime, it is all about Indian Penal Code. Whatever offense is defined under Indian Penal Code comes under the concept of blue collar crime. If we are doing a murder or kidnapping or rape or theft, anything which is involved or which involved physical injury is falls under the concept of blue collar crime. There is another color which is called black collar crime. In this type of crime, we involve all the priests, all the babas, or all the regional priests or babas who are involved in the commission of particular crime. So it is called as black collar crime. the crime committed by priest is called as black collar crime. Interestingly, there is another type of crime which is called as green collar crime. As we all know that if it is having a color green, that must be seen that environment is included. So yes, whenever a crime is committed against the environment for the profit, for the sake of profit, then it is called as a green collar crime. Now there comes another another type of crime which is called as orange collar crime. It involves both white collar crime plus blue collar crime. Now, let me give you an example here is that whenever a person is doing some type of fraud, and for hiding that fraud, he has to commit a murder of particular person. Now, he has done white collar crime and blue collar crime. So we cannot say that yes, it is a white collar crime or blue collar crime. We define it as a blue collar crime, where white collar crime is being done with the help of blue collar crime. So if we combine the white collar crime and blue collar crime, it is called as the orange collar crime. So there are basically 5 to 6 type of crimes which is total plethora of all the crimes which we discuss in the Indian law. Okay, thank you.
Very well explained, sir. Coming on to our next question. Are these crimes victimless crimes, or is there some victim involved in the performance of these crimes?
Yes, definitely. These crimes involve victims because what happens in general sense is that I'm talking about the first the general thing. What happens in general sense is that most of the companies have their confidentiality clause, the clause which says that whatever happens in the company remains in the company. You do not have to tell any other person who is not the employee of the company regarding the basic whatever happens, whatever is going in the inside the company. So whenever a fraud is being committed to its employee by the employer, he is bound by that particular agreement that yes, he has to follow the confidentiality clause of that particular agreement. So he cannot tell it to the outside world. He cannot file a complaint regarding his fraud, so that we can say that yes, there are no victims. But if we talk about general sense, if we talk about the legal sense, yes, there are victims. Now I will explain it to you that how it is not a victimless crime. Because if we take the example of many scams, many chit fund ghotalas and everything, there are a number of victims. Now, we cannot say that those who invested in that particular chit fund are only the victims. We are also the victims of particular scam. Like for example, if we talk about a Colgate scam or any other particular scam, that scam, it affects the whole economy of the country, which gradually affects us. So we all are victims of white collar crimes. We cannot say that no fraud has been committed to us or no chit fund fraud has been committed to us. So we are not the victims of that particular fraud. The fraud which has committed on a very large amount of population or population at a very high amount, it will automatically dealt to us or it will automatically affect us because by that particular fraud, a certain rise in prices of essential commodities will definitely go, and we have to suffer from that particular fraud or anything. So in my views, if we talk about the general sense, then we can say that yes, there are some clauses due to which some person do not file the complaint because they feel that they have been cheated or they do not want to file a complaint, but it is not like that. If we talk about white collar crimes, then definitely it is not a victimless crimes. We all are victims of particular crime, or we can say that yes, we are the victims of white collar crimes in today's era.
Very correct, sir. This means that white collar crimes pose a greater threat to the society at large as compared to other forms of crimes.
Yes.
Related to this, a question has been asked by a participant that what type of crime is insider trading done in a company?
Okay. Let me explain it to you with case laws. In the case of Satyam scam, I guess the person who has asked the question, he must be aware of the Satyam case. In the Satyam computer case scam, what happened is that the person was involved in insider trading, or if we can say that yes, the employee of that particular company was involved in insider trading. Now, what I'm trying to explain is that if a person is involved in insider trading. Now, what does it mean? Mean that yes, the person is either sorry, so the person is either doing or doing some a particular type of work which involves that yes, he's giving some confidential type of information to the rival company or any other person in terms of money, that yes, I'll give you the quotation of the agreement which we are going to file, or which we get, or the quotation of the tender which we are going to file, and instead and for that you have to give me some kind of monetary compensation. So this is called as the insider trading. Now, this type of trading also covers or is falls under the concept of white collar crime. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Coming on to our third question, what is the judicial attitude towards the crime, and how has the evolution taken place in the past era in regards of these crimes?
As a citizen of India, we all have to believe, or we all have to have a faith, total faith in our judiciary. We cannot say that the judiciary is not doing anything for any type of crime. The judiciary is doing or performing its role very effectively. And for these white collar crimes, the judiciary has stabbed or has created or has given milestone cases which we use as a precedent in all the cases regarding to the white collar crimes. The concept of public interest litigation has evolved, and uh, it has also given many cases while by filing the public interest litigation. The judiciary has taken suo motu cognizance also in many cases. Like for example, I would like to take the cases here also, as you have asked about the judicial attitude towards the white collar crime. The most important case which was held in the year 2006 is the case of Dr. Subramaniam Swamy versus Manmohan Singh. In that case, the Chief Justice of the High Court of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, Justice A.K. Ganguly, he, in his judgment, gave a particular lines for the commission of the white collar crimes, that certain corruption was involved in that 2G spectrum case. A. Raja, who was involved, he was the telecom minister at the time, he was involved in the particular corruption scam. Now, Subramaniam Swamy filed a case, and in that case, Honorable Supreme Court has declared in its judgment that the corruption is eating our country. We have to implement harsh and severe laws which can stop the corruption, the acts of corruption in our country. So, the Honorable Supreme Court of India, in the case of Subramaniam Swamy versus Manmohan Singh, held or laid down various guidelines to curb the impact of corruption in our country, because this case was basically focused on the 2G spectrum case, which is very famous case. The lines of 2G spectrum were changed, and there was a corruption case of 100 or 200 crores. I'm not taking the exact amount, because these corruption cases of 1,000 crores or 7,000 crores, they will automatically impact the citizens of India. So Supreme Court gave the judgment that yes, the corruption is eating our country day by day. So we have to lay down various guidelines and various laws, stringent laws, which can act as a which can act as a stick towards towards stopping the this corruption thing. In the second case of it is also a very famous case of J. Jalilda versus Union of India. It was also a corruption case where Honorable Supreme Court of India held that yes, the corruption is eating the country, and the corruption corrodes the moral fabric of the society. The Honorable Supreme Court says that the corruption is corroding the moral fabric of a society. The society is believing over the executive, the society is believing over the executive, judiciary, and legislature. So we have to maintain this belief, we have to maintain this trust of the society in our system, because if the system, the trust in the system is erodes, or it has been elapsed by these corruption cases, then the society will not believe, or the citizens of India will not believe the entire judicial system. So the Honorable Supreme Court of India took suo motu cognizance in these two particular cases of corruption, where they tried and where they provided various guidelines for the stopping or for subjugating these white collar crimes. They provided these types of cases or these judgments which acted as precedents to stop the or to curb corruption in India. This is the judicial attitude of Supreme Court and various high courts towards white collar crimes in India. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your insight, sir. Coming on to our next question. Does the white collar crime pose a bigger threat today in these unprecedented times of lockdown when the businesses are at halt?
Yeah. In this epidemic time, or I can say pandemic time of Corona, the white collar crimes has evolved, or I should say it has emerged as a very big threat to our country. Because if we talk about white collar crimes, it also covers the concept of cyber crime in India. And as we all know, cyber crimes has emerged drastically in this Corona time. Because during Corona, when all the businesses were stopped or they were closed, the only thing which was going on was internet. The only thing which was going on was business over internet, work from home over internet. And all the employers were forced to deliver their potential information or to deliver all the information or secure information to its employees, because without delivering those information, the employees were unable to work. So there was a breach, or I should say data breach in the work, and for that purpose various insider tradings happened, and for that purpose various cyber crimes also happened. So as cyber crime is also a type of white collar crimes. So definitely these in this epidemic time, or this corona virus epidemic time, the white collar crime, or I should say the cyber crime, has emerged drastically, which has affected, or it has evolved as a very much dangerous to the society or India. Now, if you talk about the concept of white collar crime in this particular epidemic, the first thing which I would like to answer here is that when we are doing our business in our online mode, now what we have to do is that we have to enter all our personal information over internet or over on our laptop or computer. Now, what happened is that that particular information has been breached, and the concept of data privacy or data theft has been come. Now, due to this, the the offense of personation, I should say the image personation. Like for example, I am personating as the president of India, and I am or the president of any company, particular company, and I am presenting myself as the president of a particular company, and I am engaging in a particular type of agreement with another person. Now, this is a image personation. Now, this also covers under the concept of white collar crime. So, this is another example of white collar crime. Now, let me give you a very important case or example of white collar crime, the Arogya Setu app. What we have to do is that in that app, we have to enter all our information in that particular app. We have to enter our name or phone number, our location, through it has been regulated by GPS, our travel history or medical history, and everything which we know about ourselves. We have to enter all these personal information in that particular app. Now, the same kind of app has been developed by the Kerala government, which is known as I'm forgetting the name of that particular app. Now that app, it has its center, it has its basic. The owners of the app were not Indians, and they were some third party, which were foreign individuals. Now all the personal data of the citizens of Kerala or the people of Kerala were sent without their consent to the some other third person, without the consent of this person. The government was at their fault. Here, the judiciary plays an important role. The Honorable High Court of Kerala, in a PIL, it guided the state government of Kerala that yes, we cannot do this thing. You have to always ask for the consent from the people, or you can scrutinize the material or scrutinize the information which you are sending to a third party, because it is not a Indian national or it is a foreign national. So we have to be very much aware, because various kinds of cyber crimes happened due to that particular due to that particular sending of information to that particular third party. So this is also cyber crime, and it is also covered under the concept of white collar crimes. So as per your question, white collar crimes, it is also it also pose a greater or bigger threat if we talk about these in the corona times. Thank you.
Very well explained, sir. Again, you've partially answered my next question. And my next question is that to what extent does technology play a role in happening of such crimes?
Okay. I'm not partially answered the question. It is like that the white collar crimes involved technology in most of the cases or most of the crimes, because without technology, committing such crime is almost impossible. Like for example, let me tell you that when we talk about the Septem computer case, it also involved technology. If we talk about 2G spectrum case, that also involved technology. And if you talk about cyber crimes, that also involve technology. Now, the concept of white collar crimes revolves around the technical aspect which we used during this commission of crime. What happens is that with the help of technology, whenever we are using a technical thing, or whenever we are getting involved in a technical business, like for example, most of the white collar crimes are being committed through technology. Like for example, if we take out the case of money laundering, we use mobile phones for the for doing the act of what for doing the crime of money laundering, or for the, if we say that yes, if we are involved in a corruption activity. Now most of the corruption cases, what is happening is that the person is calling, or they are using some type of technology that yes, by that technology they cannot be caught. So technology is very much involved if we commit a white collar crime. Like for example, white collar crimes also includes infringement of intellectual property rights. Now, intellectual property rights is full of technology, may it be a copyright, may it be a patent, or may it be a trademark. So, technology is, insert or is a basic foundation of committing a white collar crime. So, according to me, technology plays a very important role for the commission of white collar crime. Thank you.
So there's a question of a participant which is very much related to the present question, that are all cyber crimes white collar crimes? What is your say in this?
Yes. No, all cyber crimes are not white collar crimes. Cyber crimes which involved money in it are white collar crimes. Now, for example, if you talk about privacy, right to privacy, which is explained in section 66F of Information Technology Act, where it says that any person who captures an image of a person who is involved in its like any girl who is taking a bath, and a person who is taking a picture of that particular girl, and he's putting that picture over internet. So this is an offense under Information Technology Act, and it is not a white collar crime because it does not involve money in it. But whenever money is involved in any type of cyber crime, like for example, we are hacking a computer system, and by that process of hacking, we are taking the information, useful information, by which we can generate some sort of money, or by which we can ask some sort of money from the particular person. I would like to give another example. There was a virus called ransomware. The ransomware virus, what was that? It attacked your laptop or system, and it asked for the money by giving you back the username and password of your account. So that was a white collar crime because money was involved. Okay, so all cyber crimes are not white collar crimes. The crimes which involve money in it are only the white collar crimes.
Very well concluded, sir. So basically, all cyber crimes are not white collar crimes, and only those white collar crimes are only those cyber crimes are white collar crimes which involve money. monetary white cyber crimes, basically, I would suggest. Coming on to our next question, what all an individual can do in order to avoid involved into such crimes or becoming a victim of such crimes? So basically, what are the precautions that one can take from abstaining to become a victim or getting involved in such kind of a crime?
The precautions which a person can take is first and foremost precaution is getting information or getting knowledge. Without knowledge, a person can easily be targeted for any of white collar crime. So education or educating the employees or educating the person who are involved in this particular types of business, education is the most important thing. Without educating these person, they can be very much prone to these types of offenses, because if they are not aware about these particular cases or these particular crimes, then they will not be able to act at this particular time when these type of offenses are going to be committed against them. So educating every person or educating ourselves is very much important for preventing ourselves from the commission of any white collar crime. The first thing is that. The second thing which I would like to share is that all the employers, I'm not talking about the employees, all the employers, what they can do is that they should put more attention over their businesses. Like for example, they should check the background, they should investigate the background of each and every employees before they give them a job. Like for example, if an employee he is or she is having an previous experience of or previous conduct of committing fraud towards a particular company, so the employer of that particular company should be well aware that yes, he is also involved, he was involved in a particular type of offense against the company, so I should not appoint him or her. That precaution that employer of the particular company can take. The second thing the employer can take is that he can check on the balance sheet or on the cancelled check of the company or the all the bank statements of its own company. By that process, he can take an active role or he can participate actively in the company or in the business, by which he can easily protect the white collar crimes which are going to be committed by its employees. And for the employees, if they do not want to, or for the general people, if they do not want that any white collar crime should be committed against them, then they should be very well aware, and they should get education by these types of uh, ethical teachings, by these types of moral, or by these type of videos, that yes, these types of frauds are being committed in the present scenario, so we should be aware of that. Like for example, in newspaper, we daily we see 2 to 3 cases of cyber crimes or 2 to 3 cases of corruption cases, but our community is like that, we do not pay any heed to these types of news. We are just concentrated about the political news only. So we should pay heed to this news that yes, these are the methods by which a cyber crime can be committed against us, or yes, by these are the method by which any white collar crime can also be committed against us. We should not blindly trust any company, or we should not blindly trust any chit fund company. We should also always investigate the background of that particular company, the directors of that particular company, the shareholders of that particular company. We should always investigate before investing or before putting our trust in a particular company or in a business. So the only thing by which we can protect ourselves from these white collar crimes is education. We should educate ourselves first, then only we can protect ourselves from these white collar crimes. Thank you.
Again, a very good explanation, sir. We have a question from a participant who has asked that are white collar crimes similar to criminal breach of trust?
Now, this is a very good question. The concept of criminal breach of trust is totally under the concept of crime, but the concept of white collar crime is one more civil also. Now, under criminal breach of trust and white collar crime, the basic difference is about the culpability. Under the criminal breach of trust, the person can be held liable for the criminal activity and he can be sued, or an FIR can be filed for the criminal offense that he has committed that particular crime, and he should be held responsible under IPC, and some sort of punishment should be given to it. But under the white collar crime, if we talk about corruption case, now a corruption case is not of a criminal nature, but civil liability is placed and he is sent to civil prison only, not a criminal activity. So the basic difference between criminal breach of trust and white collar crime is about the culpability. That under criminal breach of trust, the person is held or liable for the criminal activities, and under the white collar crime, the person is held liable for its civil offenses. That is the basic difference. But if we talk about the basic meaning on of both these concepts, there is a breach of trust in both these concepts. It is but the breach of trust is criminal under the criminal breach of trust, and it can be sued under IPC, and CRPC will be followed. Under white collar crime, there is also a breach of trust, but it is a civil breach of trust, and we can file a case under CPC, Civil Procedure Code, or any other particular civil laws. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification, sir. And there's another question which is related to asked by a participant. In what way a white collar trial differs from a traditional criminal trial?
Okay. So the traditional trial, or we can say that traditional trial procedure under the Indian Penal Code or under the CRPC or under the Civil Procedure Code is as much similar, or we can say that very much similar of a white collar offense, because it is also an offense. White collar crime is also a crime. But what happens is that the trial procedure under criminal procedure code is different. The trial procedure under civil procedure code is somewhat different, because under CRPC, what we have to do is that we have to file an FIR. After that, our case start. But under civil procedure code, we just have to file a case, or we just have to file a suit under court of law. That is the main thing. Now, if we come to the point of white collar crime, under white collar crime, the trial procedure is that, let me take an example. If it is a case of money laundering, then the person who has suffered from that particular offense of money laundering, he can file a suit in court of law. He do not have to file a FIR in the particular case. Now, but if it is a case of I should say cyber crime. Now, in that particular case, the person can file an FIR. Now, what happened is that the trial procedure under CRPC and under CPC, the starting procedure is somehow different, but whenever it comes to a trial in court, it is somehow similar, because there will be a statement of witnesses also, there will be a statement of conviction, accused also, and the victim also. The court will give the judgments also. So the basic procedure is almost similar. The conclusion of my answer is that there is no such difference between the whole procedure of trial and the trial of white collar crime. It is somehow similar. Okay, thank you.
So coming on to our next question, which is a very important question from the judicial perspective. What are the obstacles that prevent conviction of these offenders? And in your personal opinion, who is more dangerous to you, a street thief or a contract fraudster?
Okay. The first question is that what are the obstacles which prevent the conviction of these offenders? Now, the first obstacle is our thinking. The person who, or the victims who has suffered due to these white collar crimes, they thought that, yes, they think that we have suffered certain particular fraud, we will be mocked by the entire community. The entire community will laugh at us, because we have been frauded by the particular company. So due to that fear, due to the fear of insult in the eyes of community, most of the person do not file a complaint. That is the first and foremost thing. Like for example, in a chit fund case, then also many of the person, because what happens is that most of the black money is involved in chit fund case. Whoever person is earning black money, he has to invest his black money in some sort of case or in some sort of chit fund. Now he invests his black money in a particular chit fund which commits a fraud to him. Now how will he file a complaint? Because the money he invested in that particular chit fund was black money. So he refuses to file a complaint in that particular case. That is the main thing, that the person who suffered from these types of white collar crimes, they deny to file a complaint. That is the first thing. The second thing is that there is a very complex thing and complex type. This is a very complex type of crime which is committed, because it is very well organized. There are persons who are very much intelligent, or who they know how to deal with these types of crimes. They commit such types of crime. It is not a crime which is committed by any layman. It is committed by a particular experts. Whenever a person who is expert in I should say trading, or in expert in chit fund, that particular person can only commit such crimes. So it is a very complex type of crime which is very much time consuming, which involve proper investigation also, and which involve a lot of money. And due to that particular involvement of lot of money, many people, they change their statements, or they are bribed during the investigation. The police personnel are bribed, or any other person who are investigating the particular case, they are also affected by the power of money. So these obstacles prevent the offenders of the white collar crimes to get convicted. Okay, that is the answer of your first question. The second question was that
Whether a street thief is more dangerous or a contract fraudster.
yes. So according to me, contract fraudster is more dangerous, because a street thief is not much, he's not much that much uh, opportunistic, or I should say, he has not planned that particular thing. But under this second concept, the contract fraudster, he has conspired, he has planned accordingly, and he is very much dangerous, because he has not left any evidences before after him. So convicting that person is very much difficult, and the street thief, who is just a thief and he is uh, doing theft just for the sake of food or essential commodities, he is not a danger to us, because his mindset can be changed by providing ample opportunity, or by providing any job opportunity to that particular person. If that particular person gets a job opportunity, he will not do this thing. But a contract fraudster who is doing or committing a white collar offense, he is greedy, and his greed will not ever diminish or stop. He will greed much more and more money. So he is much more dangerous, because he is doing it very according to its plan. He is doing it very he's having a very much conspiracy in the particular offense. So he is much dangerous in this particular thing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your insights. So, while concluding on the request of a participant, we would love that for the audience, if you would shed some light on the famous case laws, such as the Satyam scandal, the Khetan Parekh security scam, the Sarada chit fund case, and the Punjab National Bank fraud case. Also, in our country's context, are there any legal safeguards for corruption in these cases?
Okay. So I'll deal with these cases one by one. The first case is Satyam case. Now, in Satyam case, there was a company, a software company, which was named as Satyam Computer Services Private Limited. Now, in that company, what happened was that they were directors, they were owners of the company. Now, they did not have time to look out for the company. After that, what happened is that the CEO, or I should say the chairman of the particular company, Mr. Ramlingam, what he did is that there were 40,000 employees in that particular company, but he showed to its owner that there are 50,000 workers or employees who are working in the company. Now, he showed additional 10,000 employees, and he took that particular salary of those employees and he invested in it in the market. That was a black marketing. He showed to the all the system, which involved income tax department also and other departments, that yes, we are earning these types of incomes from these sources. And what he did in that particular scam, that he affected uh, he was involved in insider trading of this particular company, and what he did was that he did a scam of 14,000 crores inside his own company. That was the Satyam computer scam. It involved the scam by its chairman only, due to the lack of negligence of the owner of the company. The second case which we talk about was the Khitan Parikh case. Now, Khitan Parikh was a very famous
Hello, sir. Are you there? Hello. Am I audible?
Divyansh, you can contact sir personally if he replies.
Yes, sure.
All the participants, please wait for 2 minutes. We are contacting sir. There might be some technical issue.
Hello. Yogun, kindly mute Abhimanyu, sir. He's back. Abhimanyu, sir is back. Kindly unmute him. Yes, sir. You
Yeah.
can speak.
I'm really sorry for this technical glitch. I don't know what happened in my computer system. Now, what I was discussing is that about the Khetan Parikh case. What he did was that he purchased one particular company and he bid the IPO shares, the initial purchasing offer for that particular company, and he raised the market of that share or the price of their share by purchasing them by purchasing them himself only. So what happened was in that particular case, the share whose price was 1 or 2 rupees, he made the price of that particular share to a 10,000 rupees per share. So that scam was very much famous because that involved the particular Ketan Parikh, which during which he committed a fraud to all the person who trusted him, and the money was involved in it. So it was a case of white collar crime. The another case was of Sarda Group Financial Services, where the investment is it was totally a chit fund case where invested schemes were made to the people that yes, if you invest in our company, we will give you the double amount. And in the end, what happened was that that particular company, it says that we are indebted and we don't have any money, so we are closing our business. The government of Bengal at that time had to give uh, at least 50 crore rupees to the people who were affected by this particular chit fund scam. And in the current case of Mr. Nirav Modi, it was famously known as the Punjab National Bank case, where Mr. Nirav Modi, what happened is that the Punjab National Bank gave the letter of undertaking to the firm of Nirav Modi, the jewelry firm of Nirav Modi, that yes, if Nirav Modi or any person who was involved, like Mehul Choksi, if they do not have any money, or if they become insolvent or indigent, then we will pay. Instead of that, the Punjab National Bank entered into that particular letter of undertaking. So the Nirav Modi, what happened is that in that particular case, he committed a fraud from Punjab National Bank, that yes, he will not be liable for the particular amount which he is taking in form of debt from the particular investors. So these are some of the famous cases which were involved in the concept of white collar crimes. And your last question was about the legal provisions or the statutes, or the statutes which are there or which are present there in India to preventing or protecting the citizens of India from the white collar crimes. The statutes, the most important is the anti-corruption law, the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. Another statute is Prevention from Money Laundering Act, and the Right to Information Act also is there, which provides provisions for the many person to file public interest litigation. And there is also Income Tax Act. These are the laws. There are many laws. Almost there are 50 laws which provides protection from these white collar crimes. And there are many commissions which are made by the honorable executives or by the parliamentarians or by the government of India, like Anti-Corruption Bureau. It also works for the protection of white collar crimes. The Central Vigilance Commission, or the Lokpal, or the CAG, the Comptroller Auditor General of India. These commissions or these persons, they prevent the citizens of India from the white collar crimes. Okay, so these are the legal provisions which protect ourselves from the white collar crimes. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the insight, sir, and thank you so much for the insightful session. However, if you may allow, can we have an extension of 5 minutes in order to answer
Yes.
the questions of the participants? If
Yes.
you may allow.
Yes.
The first question that the participant has asked is that, is bribery also a white collar crime? What is your say in this?
Yes, bribery is also a white collar crime. The whole concept of corruption is a white collar crime. So bribery is also a part of corruption. Whenever you are doing any act, whenever you are doing an illegal act. Now, what I told you about in the definition of white collar crime is that whenever a person is doing an illegal act, or by a legal act by an unlawful means. Now, what is happening in the concept of bribery is that the person is giving an unlawful means. The bribery, it is giving bribery. It is making the particular act lawful. So this also comes under the concept of white collar crimes. Thank you. And another question?
So the question is asked by Advocate Dhruv Singh that why is there a delay in dealing such kind of cases?
As I have already told you that yes, the delay in dealing with these cases is because of the territorial jurisdiction also. Like for example, if you talk about the case of Mr. Nirav Modi, he has fled or he has escaped to the particular jurisdiction over which India does not have any power. Indian government cannot caught or cannot capture him in that particular jurisdiction in London. So we are doing the process of extradition, and it takes time. The process of extradition takes time because the governments are involved. The procedure is very much complex for extraditing that particular person. Now, if we talk about the concept or the cases of all the scams on everything, these scams are not involved or does not involve any particular types of parties. Like there are not two parties involved in it. There are hundreds, thousands of parties involved in it. There has to be taken an account of all the parties who are affected by this, all the statements of the all the person who have trusted in that particular business or against whom the fraud has been committed. So there are very much there is a huge number of parties in these type of cases. The most important thing here is that the person who has committed fraud, now he has committed the fraud in such a manner that he has not left any evidences in which can which can prove that yes, he has committed that particular fraud. So investigating is very much complex. The person who was affected are huge in number, are large in number, so it takes time. Thank you.
Coming on to our next question, a participant has asked that, yes, to what extent does whistleblowing can help in preventing white collar crimes like insider trading, and what is the position of whistleblowing in India?
Whistleblowing is also equivalent as Right to Information Act. The Whistleblowers Act have been made for preventing or for stopping corruption in India. But as we all know, as we talk about the practical thing or practical procedures, yes, the act of whistleblowing is very much important and it is very much effective in curbing white collar crimes. But if we talk about the procedural thing, that yes, by whistleblowers, any particular whistleblower has made that yes, this particular fraud has been committed. Now the next procedure after this is very tough and very lengthy and very complex. So the concept of whistleblowing is very good, but if we talk about the practical implications of these things, like for example, the security of that particular whistleblower, the liability of that particular whistleblower for coming to the court and giving evidences, these types of problems are available or are there present in the current context. So according to me, the Whistleblower Act provides an opportunity to each and every individual to stop these types of white collar crimes. But if we talk about the practical implications of these acts, it is not that much applicable in the current context. Thank you.
Coming on to our next question, sir. What about human trafficking? Is it a white collar crime or a blue collar crime?
Human trafficking is a white collar crime, but if we talk about like I said that yes, if the blue collar crime is there, it is defined under the Indian Penal Code. Now human trafficking is also defined under Indian Penal Code under section, I guess, 379 or like that. Now what happens is that if the human trafficking is involving money in it, then it is a white collar crime. But if human trafficking is not involving money in it, if it is involving any other method or any other consideration, then it will be a blue collar crime. Okay.
So there's a question, basically a case study which is asked by a participant, that if the employer, being the director of the company, is disqualified by law and still further continues to be director in other companies, will it be considered as a white collar crime?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you please repeat it?
It is a case study, sir, in which the participant has asked that if the employer, being the director of the company, is disqualified by law and still further continues to be director in other companies, will it be considered as a white collar crime?
No, it will not be considered as a white collar crime. It will be a fraud only. It is a case of fraud. He is committing a case of fraud at that particular time. If it is not, if he is not eligible to become a director of a particular company, and he is getting a post of that particular director, and he is becoming a director of another companies, then also it is a case of total fraud. We cannot take this case in a white collar crime, because till the time he is not doing any illegal activity which involves money in it, till the time he is not doing a breach of trust of its employees, it will not be considered as a white collar crime. Okay, thank you.
Yes. So the next question is, if the company is formed with the intention of duping customers, will the employees of the companies also be covered under the purview of a white collar crime?
If the employees of the particular company knows that yes, this company, the intention of the formation of this company is to dupe the customers, then also they will be liable. But if they do not know, and they don't know, they are not aware about the intention of the owners of the particular company, so they will not be liable of that, because commission of crime needs intention. If the employees have the same similar kind of intention as of their employer, then they will definitely be liable. So there will be a point, or there will be a glitch of proving the intention of the particular employees or the employers. Okay.
It's a question which is basically seeking your personal review. That is it true that the money earned through the white collar crimes is a major source of funding for terrorism?
No, according to me, it is not a major source of funding terrorism, because funding terrorism is something different, and doing white collar crime is something different. Because, like, if I take the example of Mr. Nirav Modi, he will not. I am sure that he will not fund the terrorism. He will invest in some other type of business, or he will do any other type of investment. But he will not definitely do the funding of terrorist activities. The funding of terrorist activities is done by the uh, person who are against the state. The person who are committing the white collar crimes, they are not committing any offense against the integrity or democratic nature of the state. They are just, due to the need of their greed, they are doing that particular type of offenses. So they do not have any intention to use that particular money for terrorist activities or funding that particular terrorist activities. So we cannot say that yes, it is one of the major source of funding of terrorist activities. Thank you.
So we'll be taking the last question for the today's session, that taking money on false pretext of marriage is a white collar crime?
Taking money on false pretext of marriage.
Pretext of marriage.
No, it is not a white collar crime, because it is a fraud. White collar crimes involve a large number of persons, or something like that, where a crime is being committed. Here the crime is not being committed. It is the particular case of fraud, because under fraud what happens is that the person is pretexting that yes, I will just definitely marry you, and he does not have any intention to marry that particular person. Okay, so the concept is different, totally different, because taking money from a particular girl in pretext of marriage can be, the person is true in the first sense, and after some time he changes his mind, and it will not be considered under the concept of white collar crime. It can definitely be a blue collar crime. Thank you.
Very well explained, sir. Thank you so much for today's session. I'm sure that we have taken most of the very important questions asked by the participants. There will be a feedback form circulated for the session. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you, participants.
Thank you.
Everyone can leave. I'm ending the session now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for joining us.
It was an honor.